Hi guys, welcome to my booktube channel. My name's Tolani and you're watching Tea Time with Tea. Hi guys, how are you? I'm feeling great, even though I've kind of lost my voice, you know, I'm still Vim. I feel really cool with Vim. And I was like, I have a list of video ideas and stuff, and I was like, what should I film today? And I decided a Six of Crows Duology book talk. I love this series. I just wanted to film a little non-spoilery kind of book review on the two books, because if you saw me trying to read Six of Crows, I was like, I hate this book so much because I found it super hard to get into. Like, it's beautifully written, don't get me wrong. Leah Bardugo does an excellent job with descriptions and stuff like that. She writes really elegantly, really eloquently. I love it so much. However, there's so much characters just being thrown at you. Like, there's no ease into the process. They're just chucked in your face. Like, there's no time for my brain. Maybe it was just me to, like, process everything that was going on. And the world is, like, so rich and vast. I found it really hard to, like, the first 100 pages were the absolute hardest to get into. However, after you get past those 100 pages, you really start to enjoy the book and appreciate how rich the world is. And you really, like, develop deep feelings for these characters. And I gave Six of Crows, so I gave Six of Crows 4 out of 5 stars, and I gave Crooked Kingdom 5 out of 5 stars, I think. I think that's roughly about what I rated each book. And so I'm going to do quick reviews, non-spoilery, on Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So the first book I'm going to talk about is Crooked Kingdom. Crooked Kingdom, I'm just going to explain what it's about. There's this guy, he's like a criminal prodigy. His name is Kaz Brecker. Like, he basically runs this gang called the Dregs, right? And this, like, businessman, government official comes to him and proposes him a deal. How much is it? It's like this mad sum of money, like, and he runs this gang. And yes, he has a bit of money, but they aren't rich. They're poor. You know, they are struggling to get by. They have to do these horrible things just to survive. Anyway, he's offered, I think it's like 30 million Kruge, which I'm assuming is a lot of money, you know? For him to go and do what he went and did, you know, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But yeah, so he has to pull off like this impossible heist in order to get this money. He has to break into this ice court, which is like the most notorious, like, prison. It's never been breached before, like, ever. It's described as a military stronghold that has never been breached. Then he has to retrieve this hostage, and then he has to make it out of the court alive. So what he does is he puts together this group of 6 of the most talented thieves and, you know, basically just criminal prodigies he knows, basically people who match his capabilities. And he gathers up this team and says, right, there's 30 million Kruge on the line, this is what we're going to do, tells them the mission, and then they're off. So that is where that's what Six of Crows is about. And I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think it was on Goodreads. I loved it so much. I think I did mention earlier that it was really hard for me to get into. Like, I was reading like the same 20 pages for about a month before I, like, had to force myself to get through it. And once I did, once you get past the first 100 pages or so, you really start to enjoy the story and appreciate the characters, and each of them are so complex and they all have different stories and you want to know more about them. You know, it's one of those books where you want to know about the characters' backstories, you want to know what makes each character the way they are. I love Kaz. Kaz is like my new Jace now. I love Jace so much. Jace whatever. I love Kaz so much. Kaz was so complex. Sometimes he would do things and I'd be like, you're so annoying, like, what's your bloody problem? Like, oh, like, it's getting me vexed, like, even just thinking about it. Because, let me just stop. But yeah, there were so many things that happened in this book that I was like, that's a bit mad. Like, that's a bit mad. The things they have to go through, the little we start to learn about these backstories, you really do feel empathetic towards these characters. And I loved it so much. Like, things are always going on in the story. There's never really a moment where it's just like, yeah, we're sitting around, we're doing nothing. Kind of like in A Court of Wings and Ruin, where there's just like this big chunk of the story where we're actually not doing anything. We're chilling in Ree's townhouse like, yeah, yo, so this is the plan, yeah, okay, cool, but you're not enacting the plan. This is nothing like that. There is always something going on. They're always moving quick, quick, quick. And it just like, there are times you actually be reading and you are scared to know what is going to happen. Like, you don't know what's going on. And yeah, the ending of this book had me screaming, no! No! Like, I was so angry. I love each character. Inej, Kaz, Mateus, you know, oh, I love them all so much. I love them all so much. Yeah, I think Six of Crows is definitely a really good fantasy book. It's set in this world of the Grisha. I think the Grisha's powers as well are really interesting. The way Leigh Bardugo has built this world, it's so intriguing. So much to unfold and stuff. At first, yeah, you'll be a bit like, what's this, man? Like, it's too much coming out my brain. But once you read on and read on, you really do start to appreciate it. I really want to know more about the Grisha. 2 books, yeah? 2 books was not enough. I need to go and read the Grisha series. I think it's a trilogy, because the Grisha's powers are really interesting, and the politics in this world as well. Like, I definitely think that everybody should read this book. Second book in the duology is Crooked Kingdom. Guys, this book. The events in this book, yeah. I really liked this book. I liked learning more about Jesper and Wyland and Nina. Like, this crew are one of my favorite crews ever. Like, they're my favorite YA, one of my favorite YA squads. I think they're so cool. They're all so different, but they all care about each other so much, and it shows in their actions. Like, the thing they did in the beginning, like the way they were planning to get you-know-what back, and the way that they were all, so clear in their objective, like, it's to get so-and-so back. You could just really see their love for each other. I love to see certain relationships develop in this book. And also, I'm really excited that I think we're getting a book about Jesper, because his story to me, yeah, it was wrapped up, but I think we could have explored so much more. Basically, in this book, same old, same old. I can't really say what's happening in this book, because it will spoil the ending of this book. However, let's say we've been cheated, and Kaz Brecker does not like to be played. He doesn't like to be played. So he's mad, he's vexed, and he's, again, got the gang together and said, we are not going to give up until, basically I get so-and-so back. And it's really interesting. This book was we definitely delved deeper into the world of the Grisha. So much going on, oh my gosh, again. But because you kind of know the world now, it's much easier to get into than the first book. And I was much more emotionally invested in the characters in this book, Crooked Kingdom. I think there were some things that I was like, why would you do that, Leo? Nah, why would you do that? The stakes were definitely higher in this book, in my opinion, and I just really enjoyed it. I think the Six of Crows duology, you should pick it up. I think Crooked Kingdom is such an intriguing fantasy read. I think it's different. I think the world is so rich. I love this world so much. I cannot wait to eventually read the Grisha trilogy. It sounds fascinating. I highly recommend these books. I think they're fantastic. I think if you haven't read them, then you need to read them. If anyone wants me to do a full kind of an extensive review of each book, let me know down in the comments, because I'm completely happy to do that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, have a blessed week, guys. Bye.